Yeet. Also, I just found out today that mi madre wants me to give, like, a talk at a conference about Twitch streaming. So
Have fun with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, have fun.
It's gonna be a time. Well, it's not until like next April. So
Next April.
it's a long
That's like
while.
6 years from now.
6 years from now. Incredible.
Why is it so far away?
Yeah. Because by then it probably won't mean as much. No, it's in April, I think, because normally we have it in the spring, but didn't have it this time because of course, the stuff that happened.
Oh boy.
But yeah, basically my
Or
mom is part of this like big theater group called USITT that works with like the tech side of theater. And basically she's decided that this time her topic will be like using streaming platforms and whatnot. She's like, Anya actually does it, so oh no, I did it again! I did it again! Do you see this? Do you see this?
What did Dal do?
Anya, please.
Why'd you put in God on mic?
I did
Yep,
it again!
she did.
Delete. I keep putting things in the wrong channels every day. Every day of my life.
Every day of his life.
Yeah, you do. Shoot.
Like did you see me like talk to Doodle
in the wrong place?
I did it in
yeah,
Streamer Friends.
I did.
I'm like, Feral works on my main computer. Doodle didn't even question it. Doodle just went with it.
Did you just DM Doodle a link to your stream?
No, this is in Streamer Friends. I accidentally talked to Doodle in Streamer Friends. And she just kind of accepted it. She's like, okay, I guess we're talking in here now. Now I'm scared. Did I put it in the right places everywhere else? Yeah, I did.
Like
yeah, I did.
Can't believe we got a ban.
Yeah. Okie dokie. That's all good. Okie dokie, running low on cuties.
Moshi moshi.
Moshi moshi. Running low on cuties. Okay, tweet.
There she is.
There I am. I'm there. Ah.
Are you okay?
Am I ever okay?
Did you sleep well?
I did sleep well. I passed out. I went to bed and passed out. And then I woke up.
That's bad sleep. Did you have any juicy dreams?
I actually can't remember my dreams tonight. Really. I know I must have had some insane dreams. Because I've been having insane dreams like every day during this quarantine. But I can't remember what it was. It's like, I don't know. I've been having a lot of dreams of like traveling places and being part of some like weird games. And hi, David. Hello. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello, David. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. The stream.
Well,
Oh.
do declare what?
My dreams have just been very weird. I don't know. Like, ever since quarantine started, I've just been having a lot of very odd dreams and whatnot. My, when I told my mom about it, she's just like, are you starting to develop the same prophetic dreams I have? And I'm like, oh, shoot. How have you been doing, David, though? I hope you've been doing well. Oh, also, what, Lulu Azure, what did you think of the movie last night?
What movie?
The Detective Conan movie.
You watched the Detective Conan movie?
Yeah, last night.
Sure.
Oh, we did!
Oh, no!
Are you okay, Azure?
Azure, you need more sleep.
I enjoyed it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I don't think Azure remembers even watching it.
Thief turned out to be that lady who the dude was like, she has nice legs though. And then we were all like, what?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm good. I tripped over a fireplace while drunk, so I'm a bit bruised. Should be healed up in a few days. Oh no, David. Oh no. But I'm glad that you didn't get seriously hurt, though. That's what matters. My dad got super drunk the other day, to the point where my mom was so upset. She got so embarrassed. Because they went out to, like, this, seaside, like, restaurant that we always go to. And, like, did a whole, like, social distancing and whatnot. And apparently my dad got, like, super drunk. I wasn't there, though. I was streaming at the time when this happened. But apparently he came home and just, like, passed out.
Hell
It was
yeah.
a time. Oh, it's Sushi! With the raid! Ayo! Hi, Sushi!
Hey, thank you for the raid!
Hello, Sushi and Raiders. Thank you for the shout out, Azure. You're the best. Hi, Epic. Hello. Remember when Anya called me Stinky? I told you, Azure told me to call you Stinky.
I did not tell her to say that. She's lying.
What? Hi, Gargoyle. Hey there, Stinky. Oh my gosh. Big boof. Oh my gosh. Hello, Stinkies. The new meta is here. Is this the end of Ace Attorney? No, this is the end of this case, and then we have one more case. Maybe after this. Maybe I'll play Ghost Trick after this game.
Oh, hell yeah, that's a great game.
Yeah.
You are basically a ghost and you have to find out why you died, basically.
Oof. I own Ghost Trick, actually. I have that game for the DS. I played, like, the first level, and then I didn't pick it up again for some reason. But I do own that game.
And if you played the trilogies of Phoenix Wright, you will see a character that is shared by both series, so...
Oh, that's cool. When will there be a Ghost Trick 2? That's the real question.
Right now, really.
Oh, shoot. Oh, snap, I almost unfollowed.
Actually,
Oh no, epic. I totally get that, though. I always forget who I'm following and who I'm not following, and I'm just like, I hope I'm still following this person, or I hope I did. Oh, thank you, Gargoyle, for the follow. Thank you so much. Oh, and thank you for the Discord ping, Azure. What were you saying, Lulu? Sorry.
I don't remember now.
Something about Ghost Trick.
I thought there was a sequel to it, but I don't remember.
Oh, I wonder. Because I've only ever heard the first one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just got a text message from mi madre saying that apparently they were listening in on the stream when I told the drunk story. Oh boy. Big boofaroonie. But yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, sushi. Oh my gosh. You would have had to have been here, Sushi, to have heard the story. Never mind. It was, yeah, you better eat. Better eat. It was just that my dad got, like, really drunk the other day and, like, passed out at home, and it was insane. Which happened because the whole story came up because David just said he got drunk and fell over a fireplace or whatnot. Yeah, yeah, they did. No, they were actually watching the stream, and we're like, oh shoot. But yeah. Fire pit, I should say. Oh, I see. I was just about to say, David. I was like, wait, how do you trip over a fireplace? But I'm like, well, I guess when you're drunk, anything can happen, but it was outside. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. But I hope everybody's been doing well. I just woke up not too long ago, so my whole brain is a little I did eat sushi. I did. I had a blueberry cinnamon coffee cake, hash browns, and I'm drinking coffee right now, right at this very moment. Hell yeah. But, anyways, for those of you who haven't tuned in to the Saturday streams as of late, I'm of course Anya the Nerd, and with me I have my two partners in crime.
I am not your partner in crime. I am the crime itself. Big toxic gamer Azure Killy.
Incredible. And also
Can't believe she's dead.
I can't believe Lulu died.
What? What?
I was having you guys introduce yourself since we had a couple new peeps in here.
Oh, hi, I'm Princess Lulu 989 and I was not paying attention, so hi.
Incredible. Also, yes, I am the ultimate nerd, Epic. There is no one who's a bigger nerd than I am. I'm at the very top. I'm the nerd goddess. Right there. Just give her a phoenix down, she'll be alright. I'll have to mail it across the ocean. Also, Sushi, thank you for the shout out. Also, Sushi, how are you glowing like that? Is it just me? Sushi looks like he's glowing.
He was glowing in his own chat, and I just assumed that was because he was the streamer.
Huh. I changed the color of my name. It legit looks like you're like shining gold in that chat over there. Sushi coming from beyond the grave. You're shining gulf. You're shining gulf.
Shining gold. And just turned Scottish.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Anyways, for those who are new, basically me, Lulu, and Azure, we voice act as we go through Apologist as Ace Attorney. It's been a good time. Also, hi Bjorn, hello, and hi Jangled.
John and Kitty.
Hello. Welcome both of you. I love you both. I hope you're both doing well. Also, Azure, thank you for the shout out again. Thank you so much. We were last playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. Ooh, Bjorn, we were just talking about Fire Emblem Three Houses the other day. Specifically, like, who I would date if I had that game. Found out who our Fire Emblem boyfriends and girlfriends were by taking some quizzes. It was a good time. Azure got... what did he get? Marianne, yeah. And I remember Zach, like, lost it. he thought it was the most hilarious thing. I got Dimitri and Edelgard. Yeah. Dimitri and Edelgard is my boyfriend and girlfriend, and I'm like, that would probably be a very crazy trio right there. I don't know. It might be a little too much to handle. But, yeah. I definitely want to play Three Houses at some point, but still don't have a Switch. Big boof. But maybe one day. I definitely could play Awakening, though, at some point. Sushi still hasn't finished it.
So she will never finish it.
Big boof. Awakening stream, hell yeah. One day. Maybe after I finish Devil Survivor 2. Since that's another Citra game. Yeah.
Well, see you in 2 years then.
See you in 2 years where we'll be playing it. Still need to play Digital Devil Saga. Hell yeah. You definitely do. It's actually, like, it's not bad. Like, in terms of, like, if you're not used to doing RPGs, and RPGs seem to be too long. From what I remember, the Digital Devil Saga was basically made for, like, people to have, like, a good introduction into Shin Megami Tensei who hadn't really done some of the other stuff. So it's meant to not be as strenuous to get through. But that's just what I remember from it. But
I'm gonna play and beat Digital Devil Saga before Sushi does.
hell yeah! Azure will get all the way there to the end.
Hell yeah.
Remember when Azure beat KH1 like in 3 days?
Thank you.
Was a time.
Never playing that game again.
I'm still like absolutely amazed at Sushi beating the final boss of KH, and it was just he was a bit like underleveled and whatnot, and yet he still just wrecked the boss. I was like, that was beautiful.
I think I was like 3 levels above Sushi when I beat the game.
Yeah. I actually thought it was amazing. I was like, it's gonna be so difficult to get through the boss, but you actually beat the boss like in 3 runs. I think it was like it took you just to the like 3rd time or so to beat it.
Make it a challenge, he says.
Anything is possible, hell yeah.
The power of friendship.
Like basically after you get past that 2nd phase, like that boss is not a problem really anymore after the 2nd phase. It's just that 2nd phase is a humdinger. A humdinger. But yee, anyways, we should probably... What song is this, Anya? It's from the game. It's the kind of chill song in Apollo Justice, like when you're just kind of hanging out during a scene. I forgot what, like there's a term for it. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah. Like I literally just have the game open right now and I'm just playing it in the background. Because I'm a professional streamer, Anya the Nerd, in the house, right here.
Best streamer, Anya the Nerd.
Best streamer. Anya playing without us. No, I just have the game open. Gonna put my phone on the charger so I'm alert. Okie dokie, Epic.
Okay, Epic.
Totally get it, no worries.
She better be in.
Yeah.
You better be in Sploosh. You already played longer than you were supposed to.
Yeah, you better be eating. Eat some food.
Yep. No, you eat right now.
I'm gonna run all the way down to Florida and shove the food into your mouth. Go
At
fuck.
the speed of sound.
At the speed of sound, I'm just gonna go be like the Flash.
Shove a pizza right in there.
Yeah. Come at me.
Oh, I'm not gonna say that.
Oh boy.
I'm calling the police.
Nah. Anyways, let me put up the
It
game.
had to do with the size of the pizza, so you can go from there.
Incredible.
Why are y'all like this?
Because it's fun.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, it's been 24 minutes. This is usually when we start the game on my streams. It's not an Anya stream unless we spend 20 minutes talking about random stuff.
Listen, when it was the podcast, it was like an hour before the stream actually started.
You're right. It was.
So to cut that down to 20 minutes is impressive.
Yeah.
Yep, we managed to get Anya down a bit.
Yeah, because otherwise I would just keep talking about random stuff and we would just keep going for ages, and then Lulu would be like, isn't there a game we're supposed to be getting to? I miss Barry. I definitely do miss Barry a
I
lot.
miss Autumn. I hope it's going well at the doctor.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I definitely hope that. Well, actually, what I hope for the most is that they do find something and that something is treatable and
Yeah.
finally Barry can deal with what's going on. Yeah. I definitely miss Barry's shenanigans. It was always a good time. Some of my best clips come from Barry, to be honest. And also that I wanted Seaman. Oh my gosh.
And Autumn regretted getting the semen that she wanted.
Yeah. Because then I showed it and then she was just like, actually.
I no longer want semen.
Yeah. I had actually saved us from the pain and suffering. Yeah, anyways. So last time
On Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, last time on Dragon Ball Z, we found out that I actually don't remember what happened last time. I was dragging that out for so long, trying to get my brain to remember what happened last time, and I legitimately just don't remember what happened last time. Like Trucy's saying, I can't believe it, and I'm like, what did we just find out? Oh, wasn't it Maki actually understands English? Wasn't that what we found out?
English, he's the one that we know now that he was the one that apparently was smuggling the. We found out there was an egg that was being smuggled that was illegal from Virginia, and if you steal it from there, if you do something like that, and basically if you get caught doing that, you will be killed.
Yeah.
Corporal punishment. And
Yeah.
so much he knows that now that we learned that, and he goes back, he doesn't want to go home now, obviously, because he'll be killed. So that's basically what we learned of amongst a whole load of messing about, coming to the conclusion we'd all about all of that. So
Yeah.
as a attorney game too.
Hey, so I hear about Discord all the time on Twitch and figured your Discord would be the first I would join, but I didn't consider the fact that I have no idea what Discord is for or how to use it. Okay. Wow, this, Discord is kind of interesting. It's, basically, when you join, Discord, that's like one server. And that server will appear on the left side of the screen. And basically you can have tons of different servers that you can enter. And then within those servers, you have different channels for different things. Like you can have text channels and you can have voice channels. Text channels are just like you message people who are also in that server, and a lot of times those channels have certain titles to let you know like this is the topic for that channel. If it's a voice channel, it's kind of the same thing, like they'll also have topics and whatnot, but instead of text chatting, you actually talk to them, or you can choose to actually talk in the call, in the voice call, or you can also just listen in. And sometimes like you have certain permissions in certain areas, but basically Discord is best understood if you just kind of try it out yourself and kind of just explore it a bit. It actually doesn't take, like, it looks a little bit confusing at first, but you tend to get the hang of it pretty quickly if you just kind of mess around in it.
It's Skype or MSN or whatever for gamers.
Yeah.
Simplest explanation.
Yeah. See, Lulu's better at giving explanations. AKA the explanation that she gave about what had just happened in the game is better than any explanation I could ever give. Yeah. Also, Sushi, thank you for the Discord ping. Oh, yeah. But, yeah. Anyways, thank you,
It'd
Lulu.
be great right now. Yeah. You know, it'd be great right now
Yeah?
if you started the game.
Okie dokie, Lulu. I'll start. See, I'm already in my Trucy voice. Apollo! I can't believe it! It really happened during the second act? And right in the middle of Lamor's performance? Why she was in that air vent? And that switch in the flaming guitar. When you link it all together, that's what you end up with. Oh, I think this is Phoenix. I think I was also Phoenix. It's been so long since we last saw Phoenix. Oh boy.
Yeah, you Phoenix.
Okie dokie. I knew you had what it took. Ah! Daddy! Mr. Wright! You believed in me? Not really. Huh? I just thought that'd make a cooler entrance than say, hiya. Why do I even bother hoping? Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all. Sorry about that, Trucy. I'm on a secret mission. Secret? You mean like you're undercover? Like Mr. Lato's, only shorter and not as well dressed. Oh no, what if you're shot too, Daddy? Ha ha ha, would I do a thing like that to you? Anyway, I'm off for a while again. Huh? You're leaving? Oh, one thing before I go. What? Good luck! Right. He went to get cigs and never came back. Big boof. Is that all you came to say? I think you have things pretty much under control. You'll get Maki Tobae off the hook, no doubt. Yeah, but you're after that detective, aren't you? Daring Crescent. It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system. The current court system? What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial? Your case is based on one fragile assumption, namely that our diva divine is telling the truth. But what about all the proof? The brooch and the switch? A piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things, the flaming guitar too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case. But if the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like butter in a frying pan, leaving behind the faintly singed scent of failure. So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend. Detective Sky? Emma? Let's see, this bag of snacks here was meant for me. Ah, here it is. What are those, Daddy? They don't look like very good snacking material. They were found at the scene. Analysis of the fragments revealed traces of gunpowder. Gunpowder? Probably a firecracker or something similar, like the ones kids are into these days. These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually. Under the sofa? Hey, Apollo! That's where we found that little device thingy! Right, this. Well, finally, some evidence that makes sense. That's all for me, I suppose. See you after the verdict. Maybe. Right. Every man has an igniter inside him. Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Find Darien Crescent's igniter and set it off. Whoa. Okay.
What does that even mean?
And he walked out the door.
You heard him.
Yeah, you heard him. just like a magician.
I'm out of here.
Normally. What does he want us to do? No conventional methods? What does that mean? I guess we just have to take his advice and hope it makes sense when the time comes. I guess. We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy. Gotta get him Randy. I miss Emma.
Me too.
Yeah. It means push him until he explodes. And there are several ways to do that, Jangled.
By getting rain.
Get him Randy.
Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where's Detective Crescent?
In the witness lounge. What it will be called at any time.
Very well.
Might I add, I don't believe any of this. He, Darian, was the first detective I ever worked with. We started working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs Division 3. What is guitar playing? It fires my imagination.
That's nice. But it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct?
Oh, I know. Hair forehead.
Very well, call the final witness to the stand. Bailiff, bring me Cheetos. Detective Darien Crescent.
Here's your Cheetos, sir.
Thank you kindly.
Name of patient, please.
Darien Crescent, Detective Criminal Affairs Division 3, Bork.
Did you guys hear me
Sometimes Swedish
chug? Did you guys hear me
No.
chug that coffee?
No.
No.
It was so... I was like, oh, shoot.
That's the International Affairs Division for those of you who didn't know, Bork. And I'm a guitarist for the Gavners. Maybe you've heard of us, Bork? How much jail do you think it takes to get my hair like this? Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today? Yeah, I understand, I think, Bork, Your Honor. Bork. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner, Bork. Angrily, Bork.
Wait, is Darien Crescent Yosuke?
You gave me your word I wouldn't be standing here, Bork. I'm Angie.
The situation's changed, Darian, baby. And don't call me partner.
So much for old friends, Bork.
I see what you're doing, Darian. You're pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial.
No! Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony.
Oh my gosh, I love that you're just like, no. Just the judge goes back to eating Cheetos. He's like, 1 second. I gotta keep eating my Cheetos. Let me finish first. And everyone's just like waiting there.
The judge is just standing there and sharing snackos with Emma.
You may begin with your response to Lamro's testimony. And stop this incessant porking. If in fact you have anything to say about it. Oh, I got plenty to say, Bork. I got more things to say than hair gel, Bork. Lying must be a national pastime in Borgania, Bork.
Bork in you.
And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice. Huh, Bork.
Conventional methods are out the window, huh? Here goes nothing.
The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story, Bork. In the first place, she never heard my voice, Bork. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots, as if, Bork. Didn't Detective Emma Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway, Bork? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man, Bork. So you claim Lamro's testimony was a lie? Munch? Hey, don't get me wrong. I dig what she's doing, trying to protect that kid, Bork. And she's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind, Bork.
You go too far, Darian.
Look, all I'm saying is you got a reliable witness, Bork. Why not listen to the detective, Bork? Detective Sky? I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
He didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. I can't do this with Lamor's testimony alone. I'll have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place.
Bork. You ever notice how my hoodie looks like a shark, Bork?
Yeah, I have,
Yeah,
actually.
it's great.
And his head makes it look like a torpedo a little bit.
Yeah, it's fun too.
I killed this shark using only my hair, Bork.
Oh, snap. Apollo. Oh my gosh. I haven't thought about that video in years. That's insane. We should watch that video again. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do, actually.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my final Bork.
This is my final Bork. Should we press?
Yeah, press
all right.
everything.
Wait, let me just do this real quick. And then also, we should probably check the firecrackers. I just realized we haven't checked them yet. Okay, so burnt fragments found at the crime scene bearing gunpowder residue. Possibly a firecracker?
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
So you think this was some kind of firecracker? Yeah, or one of those noisemakers, like you shoot off on New Year's. Did you know that in China they use firecrackers on New Year's to scare off evil? So it's kind of the same thing. Really? I had no idea. Well, did you know this? For real? It takes more than 500 peanuts to make one 12-ounce jar of peanut butter. At least my useless fact had something to do with the evidence.
And peanut butter is delicious.
Okay, it's just the same thing. Well. Well, I guess let's just start pressing every statement. Hold it. You don't have any proof she's lying. Asher.
Darian!
Oh yeah, kid. You saying I lied, Bork? I forgot I was muted, Bork.
No, I'm just saying, Apollo, glare back at him. I couldn't help it. I flinched by reflex. Detective Crescent.
Yeah, what do you want, Bork?
Bork?
Nothing.
That's what I thought.
The little bitch.
Apollo, chin up, back straight, you're wilting. This guy's hard as nails. He makes Walkie look downright cooperative.
Look, there's no way the diva remembers my voice, Bork.
In the first place, she never heard my voice. You never talked to her, even though you were playing in the same concert?
Talking's for squares, man, Bork. Not a word as far as I can recall.
But weren't there planning sessions or something?
Gavin took care of all of that himself, Bork.
Darian wasn't involved in any of the meetings with her.
As if you can just go around remembering everyone's voices like that anyway, Bork. All you needed would believe it.
Namor's hearing is very sensitive. She could remember him if she heard him, I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it. And I need proof.
Prove these nuts, Bork.
Prove these nuts. We know she missed the words. The mixing board proved it.
Oh yeah, there was a mistake, but blaming it on gunshots is just a lame excuse, Bork.
What do you mean?
The mixing board proves what? It proves there was a mistake in the song, a miscue, Bork.
There was another time there was also a miscue.
So she just flubbed it up big time, that's all, Bork.
Y'all remember?
Another time when there was a miscue?
Yeah.
No. She spins this story about a gunshot to protect the kid and cover for her own goof, Bork.
It was towards the beginning of the case.
Oh, when Darian messed up his
Yeah.
thingamabob.
Yeah, in the third set.
Yeah.
Man, I'd have to hand it to her if she wasn't sticking it to me at the same time, Bork.
Oh my.
Only I'm allowed to stick.
Darian, what would you say? Lamour is an artist. She just flipped it up. There's no accusation for a performer of her caliber.
Yeah, she got to you alright. I can see it in your eyes, Bork. I'll tell you, most of her stuff is so pretentious, it's way over my head, Bork.
I'm detecting a
'Cause
rift.
you're dumb.
I'm detecting a rift in the Gavanir's ranks.
Anyway, she's too close to the defendant. Her testimony can't be trusted, Bork.
And you're too close to the prosecutor.
You ask me, I go with Detective Sky's story at the jump of a pig, Bork.
Yeah. Actually, I was there too. Oh my gosh. My mouse, no. There we go.
Not like this.
Your mouse needs
So
to get
here-
the program.
Yeah.
Which means you heard them too, right? The gunshots, Bork.
Yes. We heard quote unquote gunshots. Neither I nor Emma actually saw the shooting, mind you.
Bork. I guess you and Lemore got the same excuse then, Bork.
We know one thing's for certain here. There were gunshot-like sounds that emanated from that room during the third set. What we must determine is whether those sounds were actually gunshots.
Ooh.
Yeah, Asher, did you think of something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Mikey heard them too! Remember, he said he ran for the air duct when he heard them. So, how do we figure out just what those gunshots during the third set were?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't know if we're supposed to present it here or at the next one. So I'm just gonna make a save state.
Just gonna blah 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 blah.
Guess what? My mouse has decided today is a day it's gonna be a pain. Okay,
Pain in the booty.
On this, the day of my
here we
daughter's
go. Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial.
What things? Things? Munch.
The first was this small device.
That's the remote triggered igniter.
Correct. And one more thing.
What are those? The remains of something burnt? Not another guitar, I hope.
What are those?
What are those? I'm out here.
Traces of gunpowder were found on this fragment. We have a report that is something like a firecracker.
Eh? How did Gavin know about this?
What? You think Detective Sky works for you? I received the report this morning before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually.
What decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin?
I just imagine like the bailiff like poking the judge, getting him to wake up.
Yep. I listed Stalin as a witness in today's trial. Just in case.
This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been 2 firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control.
Oh, Bork. You got an active imagination, don't you, Bork? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think, Bork.
Do straws have 1 hole or 2? 1. That's the answer.
One long hole.
I'm leaving, Bork.
Yeah.
Your explanation there seems a bit too convenient to me, Bork.
How so?
So you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off, Bork?
Hell yeah, Epic. Because it's just the one long hole. It's not like there's 2 separate ones. It's just one hole, and of course it has 2 ends.
Yeah. Just happens to have 2 openings.
Yeah.
Right when 2 witnesses came walking by, huh, Bork?
That's right! Darian was out on stage when it happened, Apollo! How would he know someone was backstage right then?
Aye. If a firecracker goes off in the forest and no one's there to hear it, Bork. You get my drift. Why go through the trouble, man, Bork?
Yee, Epic.
You know what? Kitty, you know I'm scared of the thunderstorm. I'm not coming near you with a 5-foot pole.
I'll come save you,
I'm
Jangled.
not going anywhere near thunder.
I'll come save you, Jangled. I have no fear of thunderstorms. I'll come save you.
Come protect me, Anya.
I'll come and protect you, Lulu. Don't worry. Thunderstorms don't
Yay.
freak me out at all. Mostly because I grew up in Kansas and storms can turn into tornadoes pretty fast and you just kind of get used to it.
That's true. We're not in Kansas anymore.
Yee.
Kansas.
Yeah, for me, only things I'm scared of is I have claustrophobia, so I hate tight spaces. I also have a bit of a germophobia. That kind of freaks me out. I don't like seeing stuff about illnesses very much. I'm afraid of all insects. Insects freak me out just absolutely freak me out. And I also don't like anything that involves like eyeballs. I hate anything that involves eyeballs, like any eye horror. I really don't like that. And then I have a fear of failure and a fear of the unknown. And that's like it. There you go.
Eyeballs in a dirty elevator.
That's an Aerosmith song I haven't heard of.
But yeah, like one time when I was in high school during my senior year, I was taking an AP Bio class, and at one point my teacher had us watch like a video of him getting like LASIK eye surgery. So like actually seeing like the needle go into his eye and stuff. And I almost felt like passing out. I was so not for that. But anyways. How do I explain this? It's easy, Apollo. Think about it. We've already gone over this.
He may not look it, but I, as a gifted detective, show any weakness and he's sure to fight it.
Hey, may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man. Bork.
I mean, do you see your getup, Darian?
You leave my shark outfit alone, Bork.
That reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times a day myself. And I saw something out there just before this.
Something odd?
A headset, the kind all of the staff members were wearing.
That's right. We picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room.
Adoy! But what if that headset wasn't dropped but placed? And what if it was turned on like I am right now?
You could hear what was going on in that hallway. Even if you were out on stage. Ayo! Also, look at Clavier coming in on the clutch. Once again, high five.
Yeah, like every most prosecutors do. Mainly Edgeworth and Clavier.
Yeah. Best. I love it. It's always my favorite to see the prosecutors like help out. I'm just like,
yeah,
ayo,
they're the best.
That's my court boyfriend.
Rapper. Bork. Whose side are you on, Gavin? Bork?
Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides in the cult of
Bork.
which is why I'm now turned to your hair forehead. I have a question for you.
Huh? For me?
The igniter and the burnt fragments that were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly a possibility that they were part of a route to fake the sum. They hid it from the hallway into the mix, and you could fabricate an alibi. We're still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots might have been real or fake. Can't say.
This is my favorite, how should I put it, sprite of Clavier right here.
Like, I've seen so many Ace Attorney poops that it's just like that sprite of Clavier just constantly banging on the wall
just
and
going
using
boom,
it
boom,
to a
boom.
song.
Good
Just
times.
banging to a song, and with Von Karma as well, just banging his head into the desk to music. It's great.
Oh my gosh, incredible.
You faced the possibility that the shots fired during the third set were fixed. Now you need to prove the other half of the case.
The other half?
Look, I'll just tell him. Bork. He wants you to prove the thing went down in the second act, Bork. While our little piano player was on stage, Bork. That right, Gavin? Bork?
Indeed, if you can't prove that, then to continue this cross-examination would be pointless.
Well then, Mr. Just Ice. Can you prove the crime took place during the second set?
Yeah, I think. You better know, Apollo, otherwise we're through! It can't be proven!
You made it sound like someone else is going to come along and do it for you.
Let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we? Witness your testimony if you would.
This isn't going to be easy. I need some decisive proof and fast.
You ready, kid? 'Cause I am, Bork.
Actually, you got plenty of hydration, because I think you're gonna need it.
Yeah.
Plenty of what?
Plenty of hydration.
Oh. I'm borked out of my mind.
Which one is it on you?
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
I'm confused as to whether they want us to do this yet.
Just give it a little goof, Bork.
Or
Just
could also
say
be
try
this.
either. It wouldn't be that.
I'm just thinking it must be this. Because then that proves, you know...
Yes, the attorney's badge.
No! No! Definitely not the attorney's badge.
That's what you're on right now, aren't you?
Bork, 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 Bork.
Bork, 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 bork. Bork, 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 bork.
Can't believe you've done this.
Like, the only evidence we have to play is this one. At least from what I can remember.
For it.
It seems there was clear proof left behind. Right here in Lamroar's song.
Yay, we get to listen to it again.
First song?
For the
What's the
millionth
song of which
time.
is- What exactly is this device thingy?
Yeah, the song is just so good, we gotta listen to it 5 million times. They worked
Yeah.
hard on that.
That's why it burned into my memory.
Yeah. They worked hard on that.
I didn't even need to hear it. It's just burned right in there.
Yeah. But it's just they worked so hard on that, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The word
Yeah.
escapes my
That's what I
brain.
wanna say.
I keep wanting to say screenshot, but it's not a screenshot. They worked hard on that whole scene.
Cutscene?
Yeah, the cutscene. Thank you. They worked hard on that cutscene.
Oh, man.
Alright. A new variety of gramophone, perhaps?
Come
A
on.
new Nintendo DS?
Yes, it's a Nintendo DS, Your Honor. Come on.
Fascinating.
Fascinating. Come on, we just use this, and don't get me started on gramophone. You know, you could say it's a Nintendo DS. It has like the 2 screens. There's some buttons. It could be.
Oh, it's the, what's it called? There was like a flat version of the I can't remember what it's called now. The 2DS,
2DS?
that's it. Yeah, the 2DS, it's the 2DS.
Incredible. This device was used to record the performance part by part.
Pod? Whomst?
You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Okay. Not like we've heard this a million times already. Each instrument is adjustable separately. The more the voice included.
Ho ho! But what does this prove?
I'm gonna punch the church in the face.
Oh wait, this is me.
Yes,
I was
Anya.
like, okay, Apollo. And I'm like, wait, I'm Apollo. According to Lamroar's testimony, also my mouse also has decided that it's gonna also be SOD. There we go. At the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song.
Ah, one time to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? Yes, Flavia, yes. We might even hear those gunshots.
Exactly.
Huh, how ridiculous, Bork.
Yeah, Jangle
Wait,
did some
turn
mixer.
swing. Yeah, mixtape.
Double mixed
Mixtape.
up.
When is Stray Kids gonna appear in Apollo Justice?
Bork. Bork, bork, bork.
Since this was probably existed, never.
How were you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room out on a stage, Bork?
Unless they finally give us an Apollo just 2.
Hell yeah.
Have you, Arian? We were all wearing these headsets. Yes, we know! God damn it! We just said this like 2 minutes ago!
Well,
Oh, Bork.
to be fair, they don't know how many
Short-term
times we
memory
might have
fuck.
messed up until this point, or we could have stopped the game for a day or whatever. I'm guessing they're doing this just to make sure you're never like confused.
We were all deeply involved. But Lamore's headset would have picked up what she heard all the same.
Now let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now.
Lamore stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot and I'll find the gunshots. Okay. Riveting gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh, there it was. Oh no.
Oh, you got some nice gameplay here. It would be a shame if someone were to mess it up. Bork.
How do I select it again?
I don't know. You'd have to ask John Nintendo.
John Nintendo. Because it just pauses in the middle of it. But it's not in this first one, it's in the second one. What the frick? Because it's right there. It's literally at the start of the second phase.
Is it really though?
It is. As soon as the second one starts, that's when we hear the explosion of the gun.
You sure?
Okay. Let me just save real quick because I have a feeling this could easily be messed up just because of how finicky this is. Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is the track with Lamore's vocals. I can't believe we're hearing this again. Yeah.
Owen, hi!
Hi Owen, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I love you. Yee. Hi Owen. The sound in the scene sucked. It did. It really did, David. It really does.
Why, it sounded like a gunshot.
Whoa.
What? This has to be some kind of mistake, Bork.
I believe the case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second step, which means Lamore's testimony was true.
Girl, Bork.
Get wrecked, Darian.
Bork.
Order! So she was telling the truth about what she heard?
Woman speaking, Mr. Littles.
Well, what did he say? What did I say?
Press the switch. No.
Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire.
The on stage when the second set. You could have done it.
But why did we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't there 2 bullets followed from this weapon?
Lamore was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot, but then, as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again and Mr. Latoz's life was taken. Well, Detective Carson?
Bork.
Once again, I reminded us something.
Huh?
A performance that day.
The performance?
Seeing them. Oh, wait.
Mixing bots. It's clearly me.
I don't know why!
Seeing the mixing bot jogs my memory. Do that for him, for instance. Well, what is it with today? Them of the public actual. I want to start. My guitar case is busted. Amir is trying to steal my lines. My guitar has been burnt to clip the top it off. Someone's dead. And then there was that performance. Oh. What was that all about?
This part is off.
Which is that? Second guitar.
Oh, Bork.
It was your Darian. I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss a simple cue? I know I know how you're better than that.
Yeah, well, I, Bork. You what? And Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at? You what, mate?
You what, mate?
Sorry, mate. I'm talking about the middle weapon. Mr. Little's 45 caliber. We've learned even the shooter doesn't burn scars with a revolver that size. If you are not used to holding a gun, it can dislocate your shoulder.
Yeah.
The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur. Plus, it leaves gunpowder residue on your clothes.
Yeah. Wait. You mean his playing was affected because he hurt himself shooting that revolver? I feel like... Wasn't there another reason? I don't know if it was because of the... Oh, shoot, sorry. Once
You thought
again...
too hard.
I'm pretty sure there's another reason, but I might be wrong.
You're forgetting something, Bork. These nuts, Bork. Here's Detective Grisand. I'm a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it, Bork.
Yeah. I remembered... Yeah. I think I know what happened.
I'm no amateur, Bork.
The firearm issued to police officers is that a
38.
38. Well, in which came a beast. Also, the weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Leto's, which suggests there was a struggle between the killer and...
So, the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean?
That occurred to me, yes.
Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? Bork. Detective Grisand. What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action has to say.
I love that.
Oh, big forehead, Bork. Hey, you attorney, Bork.
Me?
Yeah, you dumbass, Bork. Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again, Bork? You got a little noise on a tape that could be anything, Bork. And you have an alleged guitar cue missed due to a .45 caliber kickback, Bork. I weep for this case, Gavin. I really do, Bork. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want, Bork. I didn't shoot that manager, Bork. And that's the average truth, Bork. The witness has a point. The defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Grisand. Bailiff, bring me my muncharoos. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it.
Muncharoos.
Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager, Bork? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man, Bork. This was the Diva's first trip to the country, right, Bork? How could I possibly know her manager, Bork? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him, Bork? But you do know. A simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Latos had not been to our country before?
According to our records, yes. Not even once.
I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
Great. Now I need to find a motive. It's easy, Apollo. The motive is easy. We already have it.
Just use your forehead, Bork.
Just use your forehead. Your 5 head.
Forehead.
The question is, which thing should I present the thing?
Okay.
Excuse me?
Which
Which
of the
thing should I present
statements,
the thing?
which of the statements should I present the cocoon? Or that might be jumping.
That one right there.
It might be jumping. It could be that I need to prove the fact that, hey, Mr. Lato's was Interpol, you're Interpol. Who's to say there isn't a connection? I don't know which one they want me to prove. That's the problem. That's always the problem with Ace Attorney games. Is like you know what you need to get to, but you don't know which thing they want you to prove first, or what things they want you to prove.
If you don't prove the right thing first, then it's just like, you suck.
Yeah, and it's like, no, you don't understand.
I'm just ahead of you. You dumbass game.
Yeah. Because I don't think they knew each other. I do know the motive, though. It was this. Not wanting to be caught smuggling these things. But I just feel like maybe it's too much of a jump to state this just yet. What do you guys think?
Just state the egg.
Yeah, I could also give it here. If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him?
Yeah.
It's either here or the statement about motive.
Can I give you an egg in this trying time?
Yeah. If Zach were here, he would give us all the eggs. Oh, I think this was right. Your Honor, take a look at this.
What's that? Looks like Andy.
It's not. Don't lick it, please.
I'm just imagining the judge just reaching over going to lick it.
Yeah. Just slurp onto the plastic thing. Detective Crescent. Ever seen this?
Looks like a piece of candy, Bork.
What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it.
Bork?
Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings.
A cocoon? Never seen one that color.
The variety only found in the Republic of Virginia, India. Nowhere else.
Alright, but what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with a motive for killing Mr. Lato's, does it?
It does. Wait, I think it does.
God damn, dude, like...
You don't sound so confident, man, Bork. A cocoon? Is it one of those silky cocoons? Like from that show Yu-Gi-Oh! The kind that you can make, well, silk out of?
Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative.
A curative? For what?
Apparently, it is most efficient at treating a disease thought incurable. It is only medicine. It is the only medicine of its kind. However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of what.
Whatever for? If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world?
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering.
We looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yes, if you change the process only slightly, You could easily make a large quantity without entirely a deadly poison, in fact.
What?
There was an incident several years ago. These got out onto the black market. It caused quite the commotion in the global community. Though the media was kept largely unaware.
Intriguing. Indubitably.
All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export. One recently enforced by among others.
Interpol. Is that an indoor pool?
Right! I mean, no, it's not an Interpol. The victim, Romain Latos, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescent, you insist on referring to him as a manager, but that is misleading. Romain Latos wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent.
Bork. So we're trying to smuggle this gumball into our country, Bork? That what you're trying to say, Bork?
I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder.
Oh, so I was going to sell it on the black market and make myself a pretty penny, Bork? Ridiculous. I mean, totally unthinkable, Bork. Pictures
Unthinkable,
of
you
my-
say? Why?
Perhaps it's time for yet another testimony. About the smuggling of cocoons business. International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons, Bork. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them, Bork.
Bork.
Can't sell them on the black market. Too dangerous, Bork. Can't eat them either. It's a damn shame, Bork. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore, Bork. Man, I'm in international affairs. I know the deal, Bork. Indeed. Indubitably. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Lato's undercover. His toes are under the cover. You kids think up the craziest things, Bork. But no way am I going to risk life and limb, Bork. Just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money, Bork. Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted.
Reports. These cocoons top Interpol's list. And not an underground organization would be risky.
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm going to find out what. Okay.
Back just a sec.
Okie dokie.
Okie doke, Bork.
Oh my gosh. I mean, couldn't it be that he wasn't doing it for the money? Because there's also the idea that it cures illnesses and the judge's son or whatever, the head judge's son is like sick or something. I don't know if that's the case though, I can't remember. Let me look at my evidence real quick. Okay, so we got the lyrics sheet, the postcard, the investigation request, the revolver, the brooch, the mixing board, the key ring, Lato's autopsy report, the crime photo, the crime scene, the videotape, the headset, the remote trigger, cross-section diagram. Gift from Lammeror. Welcome back, Lulu.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Bork.
It seems like this must be the only piece of evidence that the game might want here. I don't know. And the deal, yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Can't sell it on the black market, too dangerous. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. I mean, we could press.
Press everything.
Dangerous?
Yeah, Bork. Interpol finds you, they arrest you on the spot, Bork. Cut off your pinky. Or another marketeer might think you're part of a sting and take you out himself, Bork. Times have changed, man, Bork.
But wouldn't scarcity drive up the prices?
Yeah, and intention, Bork. Every gangster and his brother would want a piece of that action, Bork. They turn your forehead into Swiss cheese before you can say objection, Bork.
Maybe we could get them to cut his hair too.
Who's on trial here again?
Man, you so obviously know nothing about the market, Bork.
Well, no duh! We're not criminals. And that's a bad thing?
Don't even try to mess with me about this stuff, man, Bork.
That memo, that's how you knew about the cocoons.
Oh, nice one, nice one. I'm running scared now, Bork.
You had to know about the cocoons to plan this.
Just how well known are these cocoons? I'm embarrassed to admit, but I've never heard of them.
Well, Lamor knew about them, though not their use.
My report indicates that there are ongoing efforts to control information about the cocoon. Most people only know they're illegal to export, that's all.
Then I have nothing to be embarrassed about after all. You could say people like me who know about them are a minority, yeah? But that includes everyone in international affairs, man, Bork. And everyone in Interpol too, for that matter. Yeah, Bork. I'm borked out of my mind.
So there are other Interpol agents like Mr. Lato's?
Duh, Bork. All over the world, likely. Deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market, Bork. You don't want Interpol sniffing through your wares, Bork. Most came to the conclusion that, Bork. Conclusion of what?
The thing he said in the testimony. Okay.
Dokily dokily.
Which is why you'd know how to find a loophole in the system.
Hey, you can say what you want about me, but back off of international affairs, Bork. There ain't no loopholes, okay? What do you think we are, Boy Scouts, Bork?
That wasn't what I was trying to,
Damn.
Darian, it's as you say. There are no laws, at least in the case of this court. International affairs, Interpol, and Boshin Customs are all watching.
See? We know what we're doing, Bork. Not like some yipping little doggies that lap up every word that Diva says, Bork.
why oughta?
Why I oughta? Oughta what? You want some of this, Bork? I'll beat your ass, Bork.
Aha, chill, both of you. Let's do this cool, yeah?
Grr, screw cool, I want this guy's head on a stick. Whoa, Apollo. The replica has to be the key to his motive. There's gotta be a way to find out what he was up to.
Apollo, I'll punch you in the gut. I'll knock your teeth in, Bork. Get me some sausages. Bork, 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 bork.
Oh my gosh, incredible. The only thing I can think of is to present the newspaper article.
Maybe. But on which one?
Yeah. Okay, let's present this here. Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would.
How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous, Bork. The second they found out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye.
Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this?
That article! That's about the Chief Justice's.
A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease, a cure for incuritis.
Incuritis? I've heard of that somewhere.
You were talking about it the other day.
Alzheimer's is a B.
Yeah. You went to visit a victim of the disease this morning.
Ah. Well, that's the disease that Chief Justice's son has. You are insane.
Our witness is a detective. He would have contact with the Chief Justice.
You are insane. Chief Justice would never deal in contraband.
Not even to save his own son's life?
But even if the deal went through, why, it'd be an international scandal.
That's Detective Crescen's insurance. If word ever got out, the one with his neck on the line would be the Chief Justice.
Bork. Detective Crescent, is this true? First I'm a murderer, now I'm a smuggler? Bork. How many crimes are you trying to pin on me anyway, Bork? Distasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were the buyer, why a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller. Don't let's leave this over there trick you, Bork. So I made a deal with the Chief Justice? Where is your proof, Bork?
Well...
Oh yeah, and you're forgetting one important thing, Bork.
Do tell.
Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this, Bork. Borginian Customs barely sleeps. They're so worried about cocoons getting out, Bork. So we were informed. Let's continue with the cross-examination.
Should I present the guitar?
Yeah.
Because this guitar is from Virginia. It could have been in the guitar. And I doubt the customs would think to look inside the guitar.
Nope.
There we go. Actually, there is one way!
What? Bork?
One way to get something out of the country, no checks.
What is it?
You become a prosecutor.
A prosecutor? Me?
I don't believe it.
Believe it! Prosecutor Gavin. Naruto, I'm on my way. Sasuke is very cool. Sakura, the beautiful. Oh, and Naruto, Mamore. The Naruto German opening is the best. Anyway, what was it that you told me yesterday at your office?
Multiple instrument. It was very lonely for many years. A guitar befitting a woman like Lamour.
How did it end up here?
I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar is from Virginia?
That it is. Couldn't carry it on the plane. The air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. So we vacuum packed it in the remote studio. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Clean and untouched.
Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched?
I'm saying it.
We're not hearing it for some reason.
Quiet. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Virginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Are you saying the guitar was?
With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia! It's the song. Okay, we're good.
What?
Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin, that guitar had some work done on it recently, right?
What?
Really hair for hair. Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in them. It is called the sound hole. But I found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
Trucy.
A broken device? I forgot that I'm Trucy for a second. I was like, I'm waiting for Trucy to speak, and I'm like, wait, I'm Trucy. A broken device?
Yes, this in fact.
An igniter.
Exactly. Consider this, if you will. What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar? You mean?
Of course.
There was a way to get a cocoon out of the country. They could use picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that than someone with access like a member of the band?
York! Rubble. Order. So the igniter.
Was placed in there. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Do you want all my rolls on
No,
yours?
I'm sorry.
Because I can leave.
No, Lulu, don't leave.
It was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems.
It was a safety precaution.
A precaution?
Your forehead. At last it all comes together.
Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro, the gentle sounds of Lamore's ballad, if you would.
First, my keys were stolen. I harmed this
This song again.
which forced me to break the lock of my guitar case.
The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar.
I see.
But things didn't go so well. The smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler.
What's that?
Mr. Latoes.
Those an undercover agent was on the book. He would have known about the guitar. He told me to check the shipping records. The ghost started to examine the guitar himself.
If the cocoon were confiscated then, the gig would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was to get rid of the whole lot. The guitar burst into flames and the cocoon was lost. And then Mr. Latoes died.
With Lamore there to witness it.
There's your case.
Oh, brilliant, man, Bork. Detective Crescent. I gotta know, you make all that up on the fly, Bork?
A great deal of that.
The Republic of Virginia, Bork. Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there, Bork.
Oh, you haven't.
Huh? Let's see you make up a story for that, kid, Bork. Thought I had the cocoon in the first place, huh, Bork?
It's not so hard to imagine. You had help. A Borginian accomplice. That's all.
Bork?
That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lammeror heard proves it. You made this transmission from backstage.
The co-conspirator was on stage.
But who was it?
This is it, the coup de grace. And for once, I know what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped him.
Let's hear what Mr. Just Ice has to say then. But be warned. With a great accusation comes great responsibility. Did
Uncle
they actually
Ben?
just rip this line from Spider-Man?
Yeah. Uncle Ben, is that
It's
you?
I, Uncle Ben. Hello, Parker of Peter. Make up your answer on the fly, as it were, and you'll be harshly penalized. Are you ready, Mr. Just Ice? Who was the smuggler's accomplice?
There's only one person who meets all the stuff for the accomplice, and that person is defendant Maki Tobai.
But, Mr. Just Ice, he's your client. A defense attorney accusing his client. That's a new one, Bork.
I assure you, no one is more unhappy about this than I am. But I am here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Latoes, and I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent of that particular crime.
Indeed, the defendant is Borginian. He does meet the requirements to be the accomplice. But what if it was, in fact, Lamois?
It couldn't have been.
Well, you seem sure of yourself.
The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor.
Electronic signals? It?
Recall that this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless. Now think back to the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lamroar was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. This is the area that the remote could reach from the air vent.
Well, looking at this, it seems that Lamroar still could have done the deed.
No. When the shooter made that transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitarist's serenade. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and Lamroar's stand-in were in the top. That they were on a tower which happens to be 50 feet tall. Stop talking so fast, Apollo! In other words, the remote couldn't have worked from Lamroar's position in the air vent.
Ah! Bork.
Well, Detective Crescent, what do you say to that?
Your Honor? Bork? Yes, Detective. Could we see the video where Gavin's guitar burns, Bork? Just one more time, Bork. Well, I don't see why not.
This is the 5 millionth time we've seen it. What? Don't tell me he has a way out of this.
I sure do, buddy. Bork.
Oh, you can see it. You can see it starting to get on fire in there. I just noticed that.
Too bad, so sad, bitch, Bork.
Punk? First you were sleeves, then kid, now punk. You're losing rank fast, Apollo.
What exactly were we supposed to see in this video, Bork?
Isn't it what we see? Collect the Thalia.
Right, it's what you hear. We're all musicians after all, Bork.
Care to explain for us non-musicians?
No. Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first, Bork. You're saying I ordered the pianist... I ordered the Wii pianist to set off that igniter, Bork? That right, Bork?
Yes?
Well, in order to do that, he'd have to press the switch, Bork. Am I right, Bork?
Yeah? And guess where we found the switch? Where did we find the switch, Azure?
Underneath the... thingamajig. The couch.
Where did we find another switch?
On the stage.
Where on the stage?
I don't know. I just know it's on the stage.
Well, we'll get to it. Okay.
Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano, Bork.
Piano?
Oh man, I'm totally about to bust this man's shop. What seems to be the bottom there?
No, my mouse has died. Again, for the 5 millionth time. There we go.
No!
The problem is on his mouse.
Wow.
Yep.
Anya's mouse is the killer.
Yeah, my mouse killed him.
The piano sounded just fine. I thought you said Anya's mouth, and I was like, what? That's the problem, man. You still don't get it, Bork. Yeah, how's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing, Bork? You done diddly give this up one, buddy, bad boy. You got Miss Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums, Bork. The only one with her hands free was the Diva, Bork.
Lamroar.
But according to you, Bork, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she, Bork?
No, Apollo, this is easy. Where did we find the thing? Where did we find the switch? Urk.
Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out, Bork. If they couldn't even press a switch, Bork.
But they could. Apollo.
Man, this four-headed kid is dumb.
Oh my gosh, again. We don't need to see this so many times.
Yes, we do.
Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. The piano plays non-stop. You couldn't have pressed that switch. He could have been Mr. Okay, I'm good.
And he's dying. Well, Mr. Justice, is your full head distracting you from this case? The piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire.
Well...
It's okay, we all make mistakes sometimes, Bork.
Apollo, were you wrong? I can't be wrong. Everything makes perfect sense. How could it all just...
Strange.
What's strange?
No, it's just... things wrong. Odd. About the performance.
Odd?
Mr. Justice, if Maki Tobayaki didn't press that switch,
Tomoyaki.
then he cannot be the accomplice you claim he is.
But everything points to it. Every fact says he's the accomplice.
You got the facts wrong, man, Bork. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire, Bork. But the pianist didn't press that switch, Bork. In other words, your story is full of holes, Bork. Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on this matter now. Was the defendant Maki to buy the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you've said here. Give it some thought.
Apollo, if Maki's not the accomplice, then our whole case is ruined. I know that. It has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. He had to have pressed that switch. Well, you better find a way to prove it. Ugh. What do I do? What do I do? There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd. Something odd. Wait a second. What? You thought of something? What was Gavin saying just now? We just saw this. I'm skipping. He just saw this. Oh, shoot. It's not much to go on, but it's all I got. What exactly did he hear that was odd?
Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this?
I'm gonna see if I can check something real quick.
couldn't get away.
I think there was like a random note in there that didn't belong. Yeah. I heard it. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Are we really?
Yeah. Sure.
Can you prove Monkey to why you press that switch? Let's hear your final answer.
I can prove it. I don't know if you can call this proof per se, but I can prove it was possible.
Then, as prosecutor, I need to ask you to show us evidence. Hair forehead, sure about it.
No. Except that there's no evidence, man, Bork. Let's see your evidence, Mr. Justin Ice. On what do you base your claim that the defendant pressed the switch?
The basis for my claim is music, Your Honor.
Music? What is music?
Let's listen to the piano part around the time when the switch was to be pressed, right before the guitar burst into flame.
No! Hello, Mother? I am trapped in a flashback. I hear a piano being played.
But doesn't it sound kind of simple?
Simple.
Ah, I think I know what he's suggesting. You think Mochi could have played that part with one hand?
One hand?
He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could play the piano with the other.
Huh? What are you, some kind of piano savant, Bork?
Actually no.
And what do you know, Bork? You can't play a part like that with one hand, Bork.
Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Wait, I know. Hey, Trucy. Yeah, you got something? Mr. Wright, your father, he's a pianist. Could he... Oh, Daddy? He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands.
So sorry. So sad for you, Bork.
No. Not really.
Huh, Bork?
That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always the hard way.
Man, how are you going to prove whether he played it with one hand or 2, Bork? You can't, Bork.
I admit it will be rather difficult to prove, but it's highly likely he was playing with one hand.
How do you know that, Bork?
The clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd.
Bork?
What sounded odd? I'll bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song. Again!
No, no way, Bork. I'm not watching that video again, Bork. Well, it seems we've come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand, Bork. Right before the guitar burst into flames, Bork.
Maki was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire, and one section of the song proves it. Okay, boop, 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 boop.
Boop.
Beep.
I think this is it. Wait, let me play this part again. Wait, what the?
What the f? Can't forget where the thing is.
Okay, I think it is this part. Okay.
What is your opinion as an artist possessor, Gavin?
It's a beautiful song, and the lyrics are outstanding. And I would say that because I wrote it.
I'll take this. I mean, there isn't a problem with the section at all, Bork.
Wait, so what was the odd thing that Gavin heard? The switch was pressed in the first half of the second verse, right? I know, I just need to find a place to compare to that. What? Wait. I'm such an idiot.
Chat, see you in 20 years, Kappa.
Oh, I should be paying attention to also this.
That's the section? I'm afraid I don't hear it.
Oh my gosh, what is it? I'm I'm lost right now.
Minus 10 points for Gryffindor.
What the frick? I don't understand. What is this thing asking for? Oh wait. Am I a dum-dum?
Yeah.
Okay, it's definitely not the drums. I'm so sorry. I'm like struggling.
You're supposed to mute all of them and then leave the fourth one where it was at.
For this one?
Yeah.
Because I did that. Seems like they're asking for something else here.
Nope. Literally just looked it up.
Oh. It was the first section, Jangled. You were right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jangled. You're the best. Prosecutor Gavin, I'm sure you've realized by now just what it was that sounded odd to you.
As I'm sure you've realized it yourself, Hair Forehead.
Realize what?
I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to the part in question again. So,
Yeah. Oh.
pay particular attention to the but a fleeting memory phrase. I don't. I'm dying, y'all.
Man, how many times do we have to listen to the same thing? Bork,
We all agree. You're right. Enough of that.
Bork,
Let's listen to another section, shall we?
another section?
Yeah, I noticed that too, Jangle, but I wasn't sure what part they wanted me to, like, present to prove that. Like, I wasn't sure if they wanted me to show the same thing or show the opposite. Like, I was very confused. The guitar bursts into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to "Oh, that night in your embrace."
The reason this case is memorable because we have to listen to this again and again and again and again and again.
Ah, play verse 2 again.
No!
Yeah, I heard it the first time.
They feel the same, true. But they're clearly very different. What? Bork?
Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple, but the same phrase in verse 1 has a high and low notes. You have to use 2 hands to play that for sure.
Oh! What's that prove, Bork?
I would think you'd know that by now.
This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man, Bork. So the 2 verses have different arrangements. Happens all the time, Bork.
Yep. Yeah, because the other ones also kind of were ones that we could have presented, but apparently the game was like, no.
No.
Not this time, Darian. No point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that was the point. I had them play specifically so that the piano would stay in the background.
Oh, Bork.
That was what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different? I asked myself.
Then why didn't you just say it instead of making me search for it? Now ask yourselves why Maki changed how he played, and there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch!
Bork. Oh man, I thought that forehead kid was an idiot, but he's pretty smart. Order! I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin?
Yes, quite. Though, personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment.
Bork.
What? No comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it. I shot him up. I love this face of Apollo here. With, like, the arms crossed and, like, the smirk. Love it.
Cocky prick.
Yeah.
bring an objection from the prosecution. I will now state the court's opinion on this matter. Bork. Bork, 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 bork. Bork, 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 bork. Good show sleeves. No, great show sleeves. Bork.
It's not over. I don't like it when he looks so happy.
You tell him, Gavin. You tell him what's so disappointing, Bork.
Honestly, I'm terribly disappointed in you, hair forehead.
Huh? Me?
Yes, don't get me wrong. Your case is solid. But where's your proof, dumbass? The facts will check out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence.
Yeah, but the facts, anyone can see it was him.
Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it.
But...
1,000 facts might point toward the same conclusion. But without decisive evidence, it's not proof. After all, under our current legal system,
I don't believe it.
it does not seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present. Well, I think if we did, we already would have seen it a long ways back, Bork. It is unfortunate that at present this court is unable to acknowledge your accusations.
What?
Oh man, that forehead kid's pretty dumb, huh?
The truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals? Apollo! Remember what Daddy said? Oh yeah, I'm Phoenix. It won't be easy proving who did it. Especially not under the current court system. So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it will be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Every man has an igniter inside him. I remember this. Find Darian Crescent's igniter and set it off. Time to have sex with Darian in the courtroom and get him to confess that way.
Excuse me.
I volunteer. I'll do it.
Hell yeah! Oh no!
Me.
I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter. I think he just meant a weak spot, no? The kind of thing that a single spark could turn into a wildfire of emotion. I won't be able to press him further by conventional means. I gotta find a weak spot in this guy, something fatal.
So, can I get back to work now or what, Bork?
It's not me talking, guys. It's Claudia.
Yeah.
It may look like I got a lot of time on my hand. It's Bork.
It's not me talking, it's Apollo.
And Tracy.
Yeah.
But I got no more time to play pretend with this deadweight attorney, Bork. Well, Mr. Justice. We've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go.
Every man has an igniter.
Huh, Bork?
Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin?
Yes. Good guitars kept dry is why. That provides the best sound.
Even a small spark could cause irreparable damage. Your plan has igniter in it too, Detective. It was there from the very beginning.
What, Bork?
Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, he'll be out of your hands for good. Go for it, Apollo!
What, and this igniter's supposed to burn me up, Bork? That's almost correct there, Mr. Attorney Bork.
The better. I'm rather fond of poetry. And I intend to hear this one through to the very end.
Bork?
Forehead. You're a cute man, a darling crescent of two crimes. The murder of Mr. Latours, and the not smoking of a Virginia cockroach. This is your last chance to prove your case.
This trial has already run on far too long.
For the repeats of the same bloody song.
Yeah.
Mr. Justice, be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud, you're going to jail for 72 years. It is the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Darian Crescent.
Okay, this is really my last chance. The key that will take apart Darian Crescent's plan is... I don't remember this part.
Call a witness.
It must be, right? Because we don't have a piece of evidence that can affect him. He doesn't really care about the music. Let me check the court record real quick.
Is that Mr. Makito Beaiki?
Yeah, it must be, right?
There ain't nothing else you could do.
Yeah. Or... yeah, it could be either Lamor or Maki, I'm thinking. There's no evidence. We haven't really been able to call a witness this whole time. Let me save real quick. Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence.
Huh? So what is it, Bork?
It's true that I couldn't show decisive evidence, but perhaps what I need to prove my case was something else.
You mean a witness?
Proving his guilt is a tall order, but I've got just the person to do it.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Who is the person who can prove Darren Crescent's guilt? Say it was the judge.
Say it was the judge. It was you all along.
Me!
The one person who can prove Darren Crescent's guilt is the defendant, Maki Tobai, and the music started.
Your client?
Maki Tobai was accomplice to the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darian Crescent could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle that cocoon is the real criminal in this case. Hi, Kafka! Welcome to the stream.
Hi, Kafka.
I love you very much. Do I feel tingly? I do feel tingly. I'm all pumped up right now. I'm ready to go. Hello. It would require just one of the very cocoons Mr. Latos was looking for. That's not good. How are you doing, Kafka? I hope you're doing well. Rad leak over Scandinavia. Wait, what do you mean? I'm existentially terrified.
Radiation leak.
Oh! Oh! That's insane! I had no idea! Check the news after the stream. Oh my gosh! That's insane! I had no idea! Please stay safe, Kafka.
Yeah.
That's awful! Oh no! I had no idea. That's actually a shock to me. That's insane. I hope you stay safe and I hope nothing bad happens to anyone. That would suck. I love you very much, Kafka. I'll be sending all my good luck to you. I hope things turn out okay. Anyone know how to stay cool and also clothed in 2 inches of lead? No. I'm sorry, I have no idea.
A lead suit.
A what?
A lead suit.
A lead suit. I guess if you make like a contraption on the inside that keeps you cool, I guess.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Oh. With the cooperation of the Republic of Virginia, we could burn a cocoon. The burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue, a residue we would no doubt also find inside the burnt out guitar.
Oh, very scientific of you.
Thus, if Maki Tobai acknowledges his agreement with Derek Crescent concerning the attempted smuggling of a Virginian cocoon, the case is solved, bro!
Bork.
Darian's laughing again.
Your unrelenting passion is remarkable, Bork. You really want to get me, don't you, Bork? Too bad you'll never be able to, Bork. Can't touch this.
Why not?
The little key tickler won't acknowledge anything, Bork. Especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling, Bork. Why do you call him a key tickler?
Because he hits the keys.
Oh.
On a piano.
Because when you play the piano, it's known as tickling the keys.
Yeah.
What's this all about? Oh, whoa. What's this?
Cool, out of the country means death. By Virginian law.
Tickling the ivories.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, you see, Bork. If our pianist really was a smuggler, Bork, the intestine about it would be suicide, Bork. Believe me, he's just a nobody, Bork.
But you're wrong, Detective Crescent.
What, Bork?
It's the other way around. If Maki doesn't admit to smuggling here, he's in deep trouble.
Oh, Bork.
Look, if Maki admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws. You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country.
Oh, Bork.
This guy is Torpedo Pompadour.
Yeah.
The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure that news has already reached Borginia.
So likely broadcast our dealings in Cultivate, including the part about Borgini Kun.
Yeah, but, Bork.
But if Maki doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Borginian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our courts. We're not going to find him guilty of murder here. Not now.
Yeah, but you can't do this, Bork. You can't. You can't accuse me, Bork.
Maybe the law doesn't allow it, but who's going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Maki Tobai.
No,
The
Bork.
cocoon smuggling, your entire plan, Maki Tobai knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling.
And passion.
Don't worry there, Bork. I'll get you out of the country, Bork. I'll set you up someplace, a hidden mansion, real nice, Bork. You want a house made of cookies? Or no, a house made out of pianos, Bork? Come on. Please, Bork. His hair is going wild.
Yeah,
Bork.
that was a lovely breakdown. Oh yeah. Darian. I consider that my last session with your arc.
I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession.
Bork, 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 Bork.
Uh-oh, he's laughing again. There is a kind of sick desperation in it now, though. It's the limp,
I don't know
yeah.
what's going Well, have you been listening to today's trial? And you'll tell this court everything.
I didn't want it to turn out this way, but I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime.
This trial was all for your benefit, you know. I see no reason why you should hesitate now. I knew from beginning, I knew.
Maki.
Situation I cannot explain. Money I needed. Very, very much money.
Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definite in a court of law is evidence. And in my beard, this is the golden rule, however.
become a bunch and that nothing can threat with the standard.
Should another case of this surface, we may have to consider an alternative system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Makitabai,
Yes.
I promise you will receive fair trial by the laws of our country. And with regards to the current charges of the murder of Mr. Littoes, this court is prepared to announce a verdict.
I thank you.
He's so cute here.
Yeah. I only lie. But you see truth. Fine. Truth.
That's our job. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Maki Tobai, guilty. Death sentence. Goodbye.
God damn it.
Yay!
Woo.
Court is adjourned.
I wonder what'll happen to Maki. Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Virginia. I guess there will be another trial here. I don't know who's talking here. All's well that ends well. Oh, it was Phoenix! All's well that ends well. Daddy!
Get off my lawn!
You both my friends.
Lamroar?
Hi, is something wrong?
I'm sorry, Maki was your partner on stage, your friend.
I thought of him as my own son.
Yeah, Jangle, that's insane.
Even now I do. Something got a hold of him. Something evil, I see that. And he must pay for what he has done. Is it not how it should be?
I'm still sorry.
Don't be sorry. You have given me courage.
Courage?
Consider an eye operation.
It was my suggestion, actually.
You mean you'll be able to see again?
Hey, I've always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, unforgiving.
According to the doctor, Lemur lost her sight due to some kind of accident. An accident?
Oh, I suffer from teacher. I figured that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I've been running from. I was scared.
You know what changed her mind hearing your defense in there today? She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth.
Returned to my eyes. I think I would take up painting.
Painting?
That's right, she's the landscape painter in sound after all.
The two of you, I promise.
Woohoo! I can't wait, Lamor.
I owe you my thanks too, Apollo. Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what? You reminded me I need to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is. Right, your secret mission.
Oh, Tracy. I hope that we'll meet again someday soon.
You bet! Me too! Oh god,
And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on until it came to an end. Thanks to the trial, the Guitar Serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzling to look at now, but there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad,
have them catch the killer at the end!
And don't have us repeat it over and over and over and over again.
Here we go. A brand new episode has been added, the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
saving.
Did we not? Wait, Pumps? We did it?
Yeah, we did it. We're now on episode 4. And that is the whole truth of this case. Time to do this whole thing. Whee!
Neil.
Nice blue.
Hi, Sushi, I
Awesome.
love you. Welcome. I love you, love you. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of these last 7 long years. Please tell me you ate sushi. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected.
Oh, snap, it's 007.
Yep. And now, you stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story.
Oh shit, she dead.
I'm glad you both ate, both Jangled and Sushi. I love you both. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. October 7, 10:37 a.m. Write Anything Agency. Now we're here! Yay! We've done it! And with that, we're gonna end the stream. Oh no! Ralph!
I was just
We were about to.
I was just telling Ralph in the chat that I was just telling him that we were finishing and yeah.
Big boof. Hi, Ralph. How's it going? I love ya. Hi, Ralph and Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. Ayo.
Thank you for the raid.
Hello, Raiders. Hi, Ralph. Hello. Yeah, we're just gonna pass
Ralph,
it on.
I said it a bit too late. I'm sorry.
Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Mark, it's because of you. You did it. You made the raid alert. All my best stuff on my channel has been made by Mark. It's true. My best emotes, my best notifications, all made by Mark himself, the man himself, the best man. I hope you're doing well. I love you very much. And hi, Spaghetto, I love you very much too. I hope you're doing well as well. I love all of you. We're just about to end. We're at the final episode of this case. Hooray! We've done it! How do we feel after that last case?
I just want to say I called it at like the beginning.
I know. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? At the
Yeah.
start.
Yep.
It's just getting there is the hard part.
The most annoying part.
Yeah. Yeah, the Persona Tuesday screen was also made by Mark, by the way. And I love it.
They just make you run around to get the answer when it's just like it's so obvious. Just let me tell you what it is right now. But no, you're gonna give me the whole spiel and be like, oh, this happened. And you're gonna have Apollo or Phoenix or whatever realize it, and it's like, oh my god, I realized this like 40
Yeah. It's very dumb, but the thing is like, it's meant to be. I think, like, that's part of what the game is trying to go for. To show how dumb it is. Like, I think that's kind of what the game is trying to do, is to point out the fact that, hey, it should be obvious, but because of how the court system is set up, we gotta do these roundabout things because it's stupid. So I think it's all kind of part of the satire of it all, is to show kind of how ludicrous it is.
Yeah, like all of this can make sense, but if you don't have like a single piece of evidence to back it up, then it's all conjecture. Which it's fair enough. Like, you can have all these circumstances fit together, but it doesn't mean it happened that way. It doesn't mean that unless like blood splatter went that way, or like if you could say someone was like up close and this person didn't shoot themselves, somebody else did it to them. But unless you have these blood splatters on that wall, you know, the spray and whatever, proof of that, then it's just all facts but no evidence.
Yeah.
To back it up.
Well,
You're
but then
just
it comes...
saying shit at that point.
Yeah, but then it all comes down to the idea that then it should go both ways. Like, then you should also not be able to convict Maki either.
Falsify evidence.
Yeah, because there was no evidence to suggest that Maki did it either.
Yeah.
So you should be able to say, well, then where's the evidence for Maki? But the idea is it's guilty until proven innocent. Like, that's kind of the problem. So there's that, but then also it's the reason why the whole last thing in this case is about having the jury. The idea that instead of it just being evidence that proves things, it's people, you know, looking in and going, okay, what's the logic here? What are the facts and what makes sense altogether?
Because that's the thing with the last case in this game, which we're going to get to, is that till this point we've had the judge and the prosecutor and the defense attorney battling it out and whatever without the audience's proper input. But in this next case and in future ones, they are going to have the audience's input and they are going to decide, like jury duty in like modern countries, judicial systems. You're gonna have the audience be like deciding if someone is guilty or not guilty, and you are appealing to them, which also has its own flaws, because that's why in those systems you have to spend like a week or two, well actually months, going through the audience and being like, seeing if they have anything against them that could be like, would sway them one way or another, or would make them disagreeable.
Well, the problem
Because
with
they're-
that is that, like, that's the reason why jury needs to be absolutely random, because you can't. If you're also putting in your own bias in there if you're excluding certain people, certain individuals, and you're
Well, it
affecting
is-
the result as well by doing that.
Well, it is a thing where the prosecution or the defense will put so like if this person murdered a woman, they'll put in more women in the audience or something like that. To
Yeah.
be like, this person's gonna hate this person, so therefore it's gonna sway that.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is that you are not supposed to know anything about the case. If you know anything about the case beforehand, which is going to sway you towards this one idea of how it should go, then you are out. Because you should have no prior knowledge and you should not share anything about the case. And if you do, then you're also out, because a lot of cases, especially murder cases, especially about stalking or anything like that, where the defense or whatever could end up being hurt by the other side, then it needs to be kept hush hush. So if you share anything, you're in huge trouble. So you've also got to keep that in mind as well.
Well, like, for example, I took a women writers course which focused a lot on trigger warning, by the way. It focused a lot on sexual assault and, like, kind of dealing with that and kind of, like, sort of the stereotypes and problems within our society based on, like, rape culture and whatnot. And one of the books that we read for that class, it was about, like, a real case that happened recently. And apparently it was revealed, like, one little fact that was added into the story was the idea that if a person was a victim of sexual assault or a part of a sexual assault case or whatever, they're not allowed to be a part of the jury. So victims are kept out of the jury when it comes to these cases.
Because you're clearly going to swing towards wanting to prosecute the person that's accused of it.
Yeah, but then the problem with that also is the idea of, like, not understanding the significance of it. Like, we don't really have, we don't have that with other cases. Like, we don't say, oh, this person's a robber, has been committed in a robbery or whatever. We can't let him be part of the jury for this robbery case. Or, like, in other related cases, you don't really see that. And they don't do the same for rapists, I don't think. Like, if they were, but they do it for victims. Because there's a stereotype that victims obviously are lying, or are making things up, or are just wanting attention. So it's this idea of, like, already believing that the victim is lying or not telling the full truth about what happened. That kind of thing. That we don't really have for other cases. Usually when someone makes a claim, it's not immediately dismissed as, like, oh, whatever, like it is with sexual assault cases a lot of the time.
Because it is a huge problem and something that I don't think will ever really be resolved, is that there is still huge cases of people being falsely accused of things like that.
Well, actually, there's statistics that show that false accusations are like less than 1% of all cases. So it doesn't really.
Still, but those are. If you have a smaller amount of cases or something, those are more likely to be in the news. Those are more likely to be reported. Those, like, if you have a smaller majority of loud people, those are the people that get heard over the small, over the quieter majority. There we go.
I mean, I don't know, because, I mean, when it comes to other types of cases, you don't really have that same bias, I feel like. Like, if someone were to say, like, accuse someone of, like, to go back to the whole robbery thing, like robbery, I don't think the first thing people think is, oh, that person must be lying. Even though it is possible to falsely accuse as well for that, too.
Well, that kind of goes down a different kind of issue that I don't really think we should discuss on stream. That's a completely different kind of issue. Well, not completely, but it's a different issue in that way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, it's all very complicated stuff. And I've watched, like, whole documentaries about it. But that's kind of what I think the games are trying to go for, is showing kind of just how insane and stupid these things can be in, like, a very exaggerated way to, like, really point it out. And that's kind of the main thing. But yeah, anyways, we're at the end of the stream here, and I'm very hungry and everything. I need to eat.
Go eat.
Yeah. Thank you, Azure and Lulu, for joining me today. I love you both so much.
No.
And also, I want to thank Sushi for the raid earlier, and I also want to thank Gargoyle for following, and thank you, Ralph, for the raid too. Thank you guys all so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the Discord ping, Azure, as usual. What? Hoke?
Everybody Hoke.
Everybody go Hoke. But yeah, oh shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see, who should we raid? Who is live right now? That's the real question.
Is Lee still alive?
Probably, but let's check. I'm refreshing to make sure.
We wish.
We wish.
We wish.
Boop a doop a doop.
You get a wish your boo.
It seems Lee is live, so let's go raid him.
Wade.
There we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love each and every one of you. Thank you, Sushi, for joining. I love you very much. And I'll see you guys next week for more Devil Survivor 2. Yee! We're moving so fast through that game. I'm so happy. But I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh shoot.
Boy.
Can't believe you've done this. We're still waving, huh?
Here we go.
We done did the thing.
We've done did the thing. Boop.